Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Kaye, and today we are going to be reviewing the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. So I hope you all enjoy the video. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel as well if you haven't already. But I hope you guys enjoy this e.l.f. Camo CC Cream review. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kaye, and today I'm going to be reviewing the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. I absolutely love the camo concealer by e.l.f. as most of you know if you've been watching me. I don't think I've even touched another concealer in quite a while because of how much I love this one. It's so affordable, it goes on great, it's smooth, it covers easily, like it's just so easy to use. I love it. That's like really all I have to say. So when I saw that this came out, I was like, oh my goodness, I have to try it. So I was a little bit skeptical about trying a CC cream because I tried the It Cosmetics CC cream, and a lot of people are doing side-by-side reviews of this and the It Cosmetics CC cream, but personally, I did not like the It Cosmetics CC cream because I feel like they don't have enough shades in there. Like they don't have the right tones. Like it's you're either fair, light, medium, or dark. Like they just don't have that big of a shade range. And so even for me, like I had a color that matched me. It just looked great. Like once the rest of my makeup was on, I just looked really dull. So I didn't love it, but I know a lot of other people love it, like if you have more mature skin, but I just didn't like it for me. So as far as like CC creams and BB creams go, I just typically like to do either a tinted moisturizer or foundation, but I was really drawn to this one because of how much I love the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. And also with this one, they have really good ingredients with it. They have collagen in here, they have niacinamide. When I was using Curology, niacinamide was one of the ingredients. And so as far as I know, it helps smooth your skin, and it just is it's a really good ingredient. I tried it out for the first time yesterday, well technically 2 days ago, and I got the wrong shade. It was like bright orange. So especially with self-tanning, sometimes it's hard to know what shade to get, and this one is still slightly too dark because I was like the perfect tan shade for this yesterday, and now it might be a little dark, so just letting you guys in on that. And I didn't wear a primer yesterday and it lasted pretty well, but I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Putty Primer today because I love it, and I feel like typically if you use brands products, they typically go best together for whatever reason. Like, not that you can't mix brands, because I do all the time. I'll mix foundations, brands, all of the above, but I feel like when you use the same products from a brand, they go really well together. I feel like primer and foundation specifically. Oh, and one thing, so for those of you out there that self-tan as well, this is just another product, but I just wanted to talk about it really quick, is the Tanologist Self Tan Water in Dark. This is what I use. I will spray it on my face, and then I will take some moisturizer and rub it in just to make sure it's all even. Since I wash my face and all of that and use makeup wipes, my tan tends to come off a lot faster, so that's how I keep it up with my face. This is a great product and it doesn't break me out, so I love this stuff. I love Tanologist. Their whole tanning line is incredible. I'm using a sponge because I really liked how it applied, and I go back and forth. Sometimes I love brushes, sometimes I like sponges more. It really just depends. But yeah, so first putting it on, it covers so well. Like did I even do a second pump yesterday? I can't remember. So I probably will still need like a lighter shade if this ends up becoming like a favorite, but as far as how it's looking on camera, it looks like it's matching well, so that's what matters, right? And then since it's just my own product, I never do this with clients, but I just go straight on to the sponge. So here is how it's looking. You have like this nice, pretty natural finish. I was kind of worried because when I saw reviews, when I was like watching some and thinking about getting this, it looked really dewy, and so since I have combination skin and I do tend to get oily, I was scared that I was just gonna look like a greasy mess with this. But surprisingly, when I wore it yesterday, it didn't really get oily at all, so I was happy about that. And I did use powder because I always do. And then, oh, I use the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, obviously, because I love it. And then I'm just highlighting because, like I said, this is a teeny bit dark. That's the hard part about like if you tan and things like that. Sometimes colors will match you one day and they won't the next, but I love the formula. I love that there are good ingredients in it. It's a little bit better than putting on a foundation. And it was just so quick to put on, like it blended out like a dream. You don't have to sit there and like make sure everything's blended. And then I'm just gonna set it with some Better Not Bitter powder by Beauty Bakery, which I use all the time. I love this powder. And just kind of set all over. And yeah, I love that it is full coverage, but it doesn't look cakey at all because it has that nice natural finish. So there's just that slight natural sheen even after setting. I didn't set it with a ton of powder, but I just really love how it's looking. Love the finish, love the coverage. I'm just gonna throw on some bronzer. I haven't filmed in a while, like it's just so nice to finally be back. I pre-filmed a ton of videos right before the holidays just so I wouldn't have to worry about filming because my stepsister, she is going to school out of state, and so, ooh, that did not blend, hold on, wow, whoops. She is going to school out of state, and so she was finally in town like around Christmas time, so it was so good to see her. And I just wanted to have like some uninterrupted time just with my family and be with them. So I pre-filmed a lot of videos and it's been nice just having those. Like I pre-filmed like 3 videos in a day and it was just nice because I didn't really have to worry about videos for a minute. Yeah, it's just been really nice to just sit down and film today because I hadn't in a minute, and I have really enjoyed filming recently. Like it's just been kind of like a therapeutic process almost to just kind of like sit here and talk, and it's been so fun to interact with each and every one of you. I love being able to connect to you guys and seeing what you guys want to see. You know, I think I'm at like 138 subscribers at the moment, so it's just been fun to kind of see this grow and talk to you guys. I like it a lot more than Instagram because I feel like with Instagram, don't get me wrong, I love doing like the crazy makeup looks, but I feel like it's not as interactive as YouTube is, and I feel like with Instagram it's kind of like, all right, here's this look I did, but with YouTube I'm able to talk through it with you guys and like actually teach you how to do it. So I've just really enjoyed YouTube, and I really have enjoyed making friendships and everything with you guys. Everyone's been so sweet on here so far. Like I'm just really grateful. And also, starting a YouTube channel has always been a dream of mine, so it's just cool to finally do it and start it and get going with it and film videos, because I've been like filming videos for, I don't even know how many, quite a few, like at least a dozen videos. I also bought a camera before I even had a laptop, so like I've had this camera for years, but I just never uploaded anything with it, which I don't really know why. Well, I couldn't edit, that's why. Okay, so I just put on some eye primer, and then I'm just doing a simple eye look today. I feel like simple eye looks are more in. I haven't seen as many blown out smoky eyes and like cut creases lately, and I think it's because, I mean, we're wearing masks, people are doing more minimal makeup anyways, so I think people just don't care as much at the moment, but I do hope that that comes back because eyeshadow is my favorite. So I wore the Hoola bronzer today, and I used to not like it for whatever reason. Just have it in this little pan. I like depotted it. I used to not like it, and I think it was because I was just too fair to wear it, but I really like it recently. Like I feel like it blends nicely and is a pretty good color for when I'm tan. So I'm just taking a little bit of that on a brush, and I'm just using that as my crease shade. And one tip that I've liked, I learned it from a makeup artist on Instagram. I think her name is Beauty by Jocelyn, like her Instagram handle on there. She's awesome. She always gives really good tips. I'll link her down below, and she's such a sweetheart. We message all the time about makeup, but she's awesome. So one thing I learned from her is taking not going down into the corner with your crease shade, but just taking it almost into the brow, but just straight across. So instead of going like this, you'll just go straight. And that way, this part of the lid looks more open, but I just really liked that tip, and I've been doing that recently, and I like how it looks. I think it's always good to experiment with new makeup techniques because you never know what's gonna look best. Even just this past year, I feel like people do their makeup a lot differently than they used to. And then I just take it straight out, and you can go upwards too. I'm just gonna place it in the inner corner, or not inner corner, outer corner. Blow it out like at an angle, just because I feel like this lifts my eyes a lot more. I have like such a problem with not tightlining my eyes. It's like an addiction at this point. I just take a darker shadow. This is not the one I want. Hold on, that's not what I want either. So I'm just taking a little bit of a darker shadow, and this one is called Swiss Chocolate by MAC, and it's just a nice purpley brown matte shade. It's just a good one, you know? So I'm just taking that on a flat shader brush. I think that's what you call it anyways. And just taking that on the outer edge. And I learned this from TikTok. I've been learning things from TikTok recently, and I was kind of surprised because I'm not really a TikTok person, but I feel like that's kind of the way social media is going, so like I feel like I kind of have to learn it. But anyways, this is what I learned. You put it just on the outer edge of the eye, and this has helped me so much when I do winged liner, but you stop like 2/3 of the way in, so it stops kind of where my iris starts, is the best way I can put it. And then to wing it, I just kind of flick this brush out softly. I love doing wings with powder because I just feel like it looks a lot more natural. It's also really easy to clean up if you mess up, so I really like that. But yeah, just nice and natural. And then what I'll even do is just take the brush that I used for my crease and then just kind of rough it up. You can't really see where it starts and ends. And then for the lid, I haven't loved super shimmery looks anymore. I don't know why. I don't know why, guys. Things are changing. So what I like to do is I just take a cream shadow stick. This is Laura Mercier's Rose Gold Caviar oh my gosh, Caviar Stick Eye Color. Weird. Okay, whatever. And the reason I like it is because it looks very smooth on the eye. You don't get that chunky glitter. It just looks very classy. I love it. And then I just blend it. This is like pretty much the look I did. I can't remember when I uploaded that tutorial, but it's very similar to just the, oh, it was the classic Christmas look. And then what I do is, since it's light, you can take it onto the inner corner. And then a little bit above, that's why we left that space with the crease. And then just blend that. And as you can see, that eye just looks nice and open and kind of like that feline shape that I've just been obsessed with recently. And then I take the Hoola bronzer that we used before, and then I always like to go on that lower lash line and just kind of smoke it out. One, I feel like it kind of helps the concealer from creasing, and I feel like it just helps the eye not look so flat. And then I'm just gonna use the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. I've really been liking this one. The L'Oreal Lash Paradise is still for sure my favorite, but I like this one a lot. And then another thing I've been obsessed with is the little inner corner. I don't know why, but I feel like it just makes my eye makeup look very sleek, I guess is the right word. So I just take a brow pencil. Also, Starbucks now has a pistachio drink. So if you guys like pistachios, this is really good. I just did it iced, but with no ice because they always fill it. Like they fill the whole cup with ice. And I'm like, I did not pay $6 for a cup filled with ice. Like, just stop doing that. Whoever is in charge of that, whoever said that is okay, it's not. Stop it. I like it because some of the too sweet drinks, like I just can't do it anymore for whatever reason. But this one is just like perfection. Alrighty, so moving on to blush. I'm just gonna do my Laura Mercier Rose Blush. And then I have been liking a little bit of highlighter. Sometimes that changes. It just depends on my mood, frankly. So let me grab one of those. So I'm gonna take Bobbi Brown's, So I'm gonna take Bobbi Brown's Pink Glow. This is one of my favorite highlighters. And I've talked about it in the past, but the reason why is because it just looks so smooth on the face. And I'm just putting it on the very back of the cheekbone. And then I am going to contour my nose just with a little bit of that Hoola bronzer. I've liked how this has looked lately. I feel like it's always like a new thing every week with me where I'm like, I like this. And then like later I'm like, I actually don't like that. And then I'll just kind of go back and forth. So like I said, try new things, change it up. Worst case scenario, you just go back to how you used to do it. Makeup is meant to be fun. It's meant to be played with. It's meant to be creative with. So that's my 2 cents on that. And lately, I like more of a brownie nude shade. I just feel like it looks so pretty, but I feel like they're hard to find because I feel like the nude to have was like a nice pinky nude. It's kind of been hard to find a good brownie nude. If you guys have a favorite brownie nude shade of lipstick, leave it down below because I am struggling to find one. But this one is Pink Buff by Bobbi Brown in their Luxe lip color. These are ridiculously expensive. I have them because I worked for Bobbi Brown at Nordstrom. Don't get me wrong, I have purchased one of these because they are just moisturizing and amazing. They have peptides in them. They're really good. Like if you are gonna spend a good amount on a lipstick, that's a good one. And also, I love YSL's lipsticks. And then this is just a gloss. This one is from, believe it or not, just Express. Like, you know when you check out and then they're like, oh, if you spend this much more, you get this many dollars off. And you're like, sweet, let me grab something. Anyways, that's why I have this one, but I really like it. It's not sticky, but like, it's like a thicker gloss, so I feel like it stays on for a while. This shade is just called Barely Pink. And I feel like this color kind of lightens lipsticks because it's a really light shade. Alrighty, so that is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for just sitting and catching up with me. It was so great to be filming again. In conclusion to the video, I still think I need a lighter shade, unfortunately. But I feel like this works as a tan shade, so I'll probably just still keep it. And then just to make sure I like the formula, I'm just gonna kind of keep wearing it to make sure I like it before I get another shade. But as of yesterday, I really liked how it wore. It looks very smooth on the skin. You don't get that cakey look. I like the shades that they have because they have them for cool skin tones, neutral skin tones, and warm skin tones. That was my main issue with the IT Cosmetics one. So I really liked this. I think the coverage is great. I think the finish is great. It's not too dewy, but it's also not oily. So I feel like regardless of how your skin is, you can wear it. So I really like it. And I also think the ingredients are awesome in it as well. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you have tried this out or if you want to try this out, comment down below. But yeah, just thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in my next video.